All right, guys, welcome back. Thank y'all for tuning in. I am honored to introduce some of my favorite people on this planet. I got Jim Larkin Sr. and Jim Larkin Jr. Jim Larkin Jr. is one of my best friends. We've been through a lot together. Also, Papa Jim, a lot of y'all know him as Papa Jim. Thank y'all for being here today, for coming out to the open house in Mission Regan. Just go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, your names and how y'all heard about Mission Regan.
We started out at First Baptist, and we were sitting in class, and I said, I realized I don't have to go to Africa to make an impact in the world. And then he looked over from 2 or 3 down and said, I'd like to get you to Africa. And I thought, no way. Then 11 months later, I was on a plane to Africa with Josh. So we just got introduced to Mission Regan for that. We did a trip in 2018 and 2019 to Zambia, and we've just been coming up here to participate. I get to the privilege of serving on the board with Josh and get to do life with them as they help other people.
Well, I'm Jimmy's dad, and I got to know about Mission Regan through my wife, Berla, who passed away with MS. And prior to her passing, she had a lot of special needs, and Jimmy introduced me to the concept of ask and it shall be given, and I asked and it was given. That's how I got to know Mission Regan.
When did it's the next question is when and why you donated your supplies to Mission Regan? We haven't had as many supplies to donate. We've been able to partner financially and with our time, specifically mostly to Mission Regan Zambia. We're trying to get a clinic built in Barnes in Zambia to serve the underprivileged folks there that we go and serve every year. So one of the deals was, 700 miles away. These people exist 52 weeks a year, but only 1 week of the year do we get to take them medical care. And so that's where we've been able to participate most of our time. My wife, Elizabeth, comes often and serves here in the warehouse, and we've been able to serve with our time, not just in the warehouse, but on the board, through the gala, and other things. So that's been the majority of our donations. So I'm thinking of that, but like Elizabeth, Jim's wife, is huge help with like the gala committee. She's a gala chair.
Yes.
She helped with the open house chair. So Elizabeth is one of our big volunteers. She spends a lot of time and effort getting these events. She was a big reason the gala was as big as it was last year. So huge.
And that's been one of our favorite things to do, is serve with our time and come up here and restore boxes, do the pallet racks, do whatever we need to do up here and at the warehouse. And it's been a fun time.
I've had the privilege of watching Jimmy and Elizabeth get excited about going to Africa for the last 3 years. And as a result, I was able to, Berla and I, my wife and I, were able to help a little bit to make that happen because I realized how important it was and what you were doing, and how many people you were helping. So I was able to get some of the warm, fuzzy glow from what y'all have seen in person, secondhand, through stories, through pictures, and through your comments.
Well, I would say through the donations, with the equipment stuff, it has benefited a lot of people in our local community.
Verla specifically.
Yes, Verla, through that tragedy, whatever. A lot of people have been blessed through that. Like I said, the hospital beds, the big one, but the electric wheelchair has blessed somebody in this community. We get a lot of electric wheelchairs. Some of them they're in decent shape, whatever. This one was a special wheelchair that could lean all the way back, so they could lay in it. They wouldn't have parents wouldn't have to get them out all the time. It's kind of a smaller wheelchair, so it fit one of our residents in the Collin County area, which was a huge blessing. There's no way that they would have been able to do anything like this. So when I say life changer, through that lives were changed, and so we are so grateful that y'all did that for us. Or do the same.
And with Mom, we got from Mission Regan, we were able to get a Taylor's bed so that Mom could lay there without getting bed sores, and that helped you. You're waking up how often trying to move her and keep her from getting bed sores.
Yeah, it was always changing as she became more bedridden. She had to be moved more often. So I believe we did 2 or 3 different iterations of the bed until we got
So got it right.
the container passed.
Yeah.
And then y'all brought that over, and it worked perfectly and helped eliminate the possibility of the 12 pressure points for the bed solution form.
Yeah.
So that was a great blessing.
And that's one thing that we're very big on. We just don't, we're not about the numbers, we're about relationships. So we want, if we give an item and we want to follow up and make sure that's working right. So if it's not doing you any good. Now it's just we follow up and just a house blessing. If it's not, we want to correct it. And I remember getting that, delivering that hospital bed that had the airflow, and just to see the impact that made on you as well, because I know that you're tired, in your back and stuff. So that was through that, you got to see this kind of full circle, which I love to see. I love to see, through not tragedies, but just how God knows about it.
Well, you came and picked up, the electric wheelchair, the electric scooter, the travel wheelchair, the walker, the Hoyer lift, the Hoyer straps, the bed. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we were able to some of the stuff we redonated and some of the stuff we were able to donate. So,
what would you say Mission Regan as an organization means to you guys? What would you say?
Well, it was a game changer in the way that I was able to offer brother care. We were blessed that we had resources, but at the times that you helped fill in the breach, and I can only imagine how those that don't have access to resources, how they struggle. And so when Berla passed, Jimmy and I both said it's a no-brainer. All this goes to Mission Regan.
See, that's the one thing too, is a lot of people don't have, when somebody does pass, a lot of people don't pick up the beds and stuff. And that's why we want to take that burden off those families, off of those that have lost someone, because that burden is strenuous. And so we want to be that middleman to where you don't have to worry about it. We have a box truck where we could help sometimes come pick it up if we have to and things like that. We have the means to take that burden so you can focus on your family and your loved ones. And so what do you think about that?
well, and Mom was in hospice for about 3 weeks, and one of the first nights, we thought it was going to be closer to the end, and Josh came over to stay with us. And I remember waking up one night, and Dad and I had both fallen asleep. My sister had fallen asleep, was back across the street with the girls, and Josh was in there making sure that Mom had her mouth swabbed, making sure that her it's just, and then when everything did end up happening, Josh within a few days was there to help us get rid of stuff. So we didn't have to think about where do we take this medical equipment, where do we take these supplies. Josh was there ready to pick it up. And it was just that's what Mission Regan is. It doesn't matter where you're from, what you look like, how much money you make, where you go to church. Josh, we're here to love on you. So it means the world to us.
What would you say to other people about Mission Regan, and why would they want to support the work that you do? What would you say?
Well, I wish I had the numbers in front of me, because we talk about numbers don't matter, but Mission Regan reaches I would say close to 1 million people just in Collin County very easily. They help reach people that can't afford or have very little access to durable medical equipment, healthcare, treatments, medications, whatever it is. And they don't expect anything in return. And the main focus is to share the love of Jesus with people. And I can't think of a better way to meet somebody in their most dire need than to give them what they need when they need it, and not make them worry about where they're going to get it from or how they're going to pay for it.
No requirements.
No requirements.
No requirements. We need it, we have it in shores.
Yep.
Somebody asks me why we don't have the requirements, and I always say, show me in the Bible where it says you need the requirements to get love.
Yeah.
And that is one thing that we live by. We will live by that. We will not change it. Like you're talking about numbers, 2 years ago we gave away about $45,000. Last year we did over $450,000.
What are we on track for?
Well, last year we gave locally and around the world. Last year we did $2.1 million. This year we're a little bit shorter because of the pandemic. But that means our local, we've been able to fill that gap from the nonprofits that haven't been able to keep their doors open. So we will hit over 500,000 easily this year. We may get close to 1 million here locally, which is huge.
And a lot of times people think that they don't have the specific thing that I need. We have countless stories of somebody calling and saying, "Hey, we need
need this, and either right before they call or right after they call, we get it in stock. And so whatever it is, just call, and there will be a way. We will find a way to, if we can't, we'll find a way to get you in touch with someone.
I had a constant rate of occupational therapists, physical therapists, nurses, nurse practitioners, all the way down to the hospice care people. And everyone that came through my doors, I let them know about you. And I know that they were always out in the field, the mission field, helping people.
Yeah.
And then my cousin, when Berta passed away, she was a corporate communications director for Johnson & Johnson. They had a matching gift program.
Yeah.
And so Jimmy and I were able to magnify that gift in that fashion.
Awesome. That was huge. Thank you for that. So, is there anything else you guys want to share before we go?
I'm just brimful with happiness for all that y'all have done. I love y'all.
You're right there. Papa Jim.
It's been 9 months since Berta passed away, and a lot has changed. But one thing that's constant is that I feel y'all's growth, y'all's love, and the things you've done. And it's been great.
I just say if you have the ability to come and spend time up here, volunteer, help. You may think you're not qualified. You're qualified, and so please come up here and help. If it's sorting, if it's even just if you're really good at bossing people around, we can use that. That's when my wife comes up here.
That's true.
If you can, we would love to have financial support, but we really want people to be up here physically participating because sharing the love of Jesus is our primary goal. And if we don't do that, we're not being loving, no matter how much we give out, no matter how much we do. And so we'd love to partner with you. And just this is one of the most amazing organizations I've ever been a part of, and it truly is, because when you watch Josh love on somebody or Courtney love on somebody, it blows my mind how God equips certain people to do certain things. And like watching them love people who I don't know how to love them well, I learned how to love watching them guys. So thank you.
Okay. Hey, it's been an honor having you guys. Thank you so much.